Let's talk about the second album by the band Vexed. They are a female-fronted alternative metal band, I guess you can call them that. Hard to put them into one genre. There are elements of like metalcore, as some with sugar influence, but it goes beyond that. In 2021, their debut album, Culling Culture, was released, and it got a lot of attention. They received positive reviews from different publications, such as Revolver, Alternative Press, Metal Hammer, and then they just released their second album, and it's titled Negative Energy. So a lot of people have called it like heavier, maybe more intense, showing that the band has grown and has a lot more confidence. And the album talks about like mental health and other themes, death, betrayal, pain, grief, and a lot of this is drawn from the band's own personal experiences. So this album has 13 songs, and there's definitely like a lot going on in the lyrics. So for example, We Don't Talk About It explores childhood trauma. Panic Attack focuses on mental health. In general, Negative Energy is just a collection of songs dealing with pain in its many different forms. So the album has some guest vocals from Lochi Kyog from the band Alpha Wolf, and that's on the song Lay Down Your Flowers. Then there's the song Extremist, a very heavy track, and there's great rhythms. Default. This one has the vocalist, her name is Megan Target. She does a lot of different vocal styles, and I'm going to be talking about that in more detail throughout this video. Trauma Euphoria, that one's a good one. It really stands out. There's an instrumental called DMT, and the final track is Nepotism. And I'll get more into this. I'm going to do more of a deep dive into the song. So let me just get right into it and talk more about them. The opening track is Ptsd. This is a track that kind of like helps create anxiety with some heavy notes played on. I think it's a 7-string guitar or it's a down-tuned guitar, but it's that particular sound, and you hear a lot of that throughout this album. They play a news report in the background, and there are also like these chilling sounds in the background. So it's short; it's a minute and a half. And Anti-Fetish, it's a song that has like this futuristic type of sound with heavy metalcore riffs, electronic sounds, and the vocals remind me of like either like Tatiana from Ginger, or maybe like someone from like Arch Enemy or Lacuna Coil, like that type of band. Song has the thick and sustained heavy notes and changing time signatures. We Don't Talk About It. It's a very complex and progressive metal type of song. It has lots of technical guitar riffs, similar to like a band like Meshuggah. And actually, I like the vocals. They're actually at one point the vocals reminded me of Jonathan Davis of Korn. I thought that was very impressive. His next song is called Cross My Heart and Hope to Die, and I like how they actually like write the title. I'm gonna put it here in the subtitles on the screen so you see how they write it. This is like an atmospheric type of song where they do some clean vocals mixed with the heavy ones, and again lots of technical guitar riffs. Panic Attack, this one's like a little faster, has more of a sense of urgency. A lot of rapid fire drumming and harsh vocals, and there's some deep and aggressive guttural vocals, and the guitar riffs are still very complex. Next is Lay Down Your Flowers. The song comes right out the gate, has some heavy vocals and guitar riffs. And I thought it was cool. It has these like machine gun style riffs and futuristic sounds, and makes it kind of feeling like technology going wrong. That's how I felt about it. Just a roller coaster of emotions with clean breakdowns and heavy guitar riffs. There's No Place Like Home. That was inspired by The Wizard of Oz. There's lots of like different vocal styles. Everything from the lower register vocals that kind of sound like Corpse Grinder from Cannibal Corpse to some those like more evil sounding vocals. I guess I can describe it that way. It's dark and heavy, and They use some clean vocals throughout the song, but the song in general is very dark and futuristic. Then Extremist, this one starts off very heavy, but it's a fast-paced song, and I like how they do the vocals. It's kind of like do it in like this like staccato fashion with the vocals, I guess. This is just, I guess, one of the more extreme songs on the album because it's called Extremist. And Default. This one has technical guitar. It's very fast and probably one of the more complex albums. And also, it's kind of like a trippier song, kind of like going through different emotions. And Trauma Euphoria, another one that's just very dark and heavy. Killer guitar riffs, and they mix in futuristic sounds and clean singing. And then there's a song called It's Not the End, and this one kind of stands out amongst the others because first of all, it's the longest song at about 6 minutes, whereas the other songs are about 3 minutes, and secondly, it starts off kind of like a pop song with clean singing, but that doesn't last long. It just soon becomes very dark and heavy. It mixes lots of soft parts and clean vocals and heavy parts and darker vocals and heavy riffs, and I like it a lot. There are a lot of like atmospheric parts and different vocal styles. This might be my favorite song on the album. I think like there's one lyric where she sings, "It's not the end, we'll meet again, I don't know when," and this song is dedicated to a loved one. I think there's an instrumental called DMT. It's very trippy and atmospheric. I guess being called DMT and like a spacey psychedelic drug, it's just that's what you would expect from it, but that's pretty cool. And then the final track, Nepotism. It's, I guess a little different. I like the drum beat is kind of like industrial, and then goes into the typical heavy guitar riffs. They're thicker, a lot more dense, lots of layers of sound, and the song is called Nepotism, which is about like giving like favoritism to like family members, and that's something that's very common. So you hear that in one of the lines where she sings, "You don't deserve the things that you're given. You don't deserve the things that you have." So I like that line a lot because nepotism is something that's very like common in society in general. So let me first go over the pros and cons of this album. I like that most of the songs are the same length, averaging about 3 minutes, so the songs are straight and to the point, and with that short period of time, there's like a lot packed into each song. There are lots of technical guitar riffs and many different vocal styles. As for the negatives, sometimes the songs tend to bleed into each other, especially when there are songs that don't have a guitar or drum intro and start right off with the vocals. There were a few instances of that, but otherwise, it's an enjoyable album. It's kind of hard to put them into a category. I guess they lean towards like a metalcore or deathcore type of band, but you can also compare them to other female-fronted bands like Ginger or Lacuna Coil. I think the band will be going places. It's only their second album, and they're creating a lot of buzz, so my score is an 8.5 out of 10. I think it will be an album that gets better with every listen, and one where you have to pay attention to all the detail put into each of the songs. So that is all. Please like this video. It helps me with the algorithm. Please comment. Let me know what you think of the album. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And I'm going to stick a video right here. One of the other new releases that I have reviewed recently. So that is all. I'll see you in the next one.